to Thoughts in the Green Room with your host, Jeff Mays. This week's topic is everything in time. Something that I used to do as an actor is berate myself when things weren't happening the way that I wanted them to happen. I used to get upset and compare myself against other actors and artists who were doing things that I wanted to be doing, and when I wasn't doing them, I'd get depressed because I wasn't feeling accomplished. And the other thing that I did that went with all that is I often will say something and then it will take me forever to accomplish. And the forever aspect of it, I'd say something 1 week and then 5 weeks later I'd finally start getting to it. So that forever aspect of it was leaving me feeling down on myself, upset that I wasn't being more productive or things of that nature. Now in time, this hasn't changed. Well, more appropriately, it hasn't changed until recently. In the last, I'd say, year or so, I started reevaluating that thought process associated to the self-berating, the depression around not getting things done, and looking at it more critically as to how it was or maybe how it wasn't helping me. And I think that's the point right there. I realized that it was not helping me as an artist. But in the reflection, I realized something that was happening. Every time that I have said I am going to do or I will do X, I do it. Sometimes I get it done efficiently, but more often than not, I get it done in its time frame. And I realized as a first step to changing the values on this thought process that when I do say something, it is my verbal cry that says I'll get it done. And it is the inciter that holds me to it and ensures that I do accomplish. And for that reason, I get it done. And as the last couple weeks have gone by and more things have been happening for me, there have been more calls to set, more calls to theater, more calls in general for my services as an actor. And in this getting that happening, I'm getting more of my scripts written, more of my other personal creative projects done. I'm starting to realize that these things are coalescing together, that they're happening all now because they feed into each other, and it was a matter of time for everything to work. So reflecting back on this idea of me saying I will do X and X will get done and then getting upset about it taking 6 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever it is, I'm realizing that these projects, these ideas take time because I personally have to be ready for them. Because my psyche has to be prepared to sit down and write the script. I have to formulate enough ideas to generate the impetus to do it. And that takes time. I commented on a blog previous about being ready. And this feeds into that also. The idea that now I'm actually ready to receive accolades as an actor, to do multiple projects simultaneously because I've got the skill set that allows me to do it, as well as the courage and the confidence in myself from all of my past efforts. So all of this to say that big lesson that's coming out of this for myself is the idea that everything will get done. And everything will get done when it needs to get done in its right time based on individuals' readiness. I want to offer up a quote and then change the flow a little bit. And that quote is that everybody is motivated. I heard this once. Everybody is motivated. Even the couch potato, if you will. We see them as unmotivated, but they are motivated to stay on the couch and flip stations and get their bag of chips, proverbially or literally. So everybody is motivated, and it's just a matter of what motivates and when we accomplish. So to that point, I want to spin this around because I feel it's universal. You may not have that job promotion yet. You may not have the new job, or you may not have accomplished painting the house. Whatever it is, give yourself a break. Recognize that you will do it. Give yourself the motivations or look for what is holding you back and start to move towards it. But recognize that when you finally achieve or do what you're looking to do, you're doing it because in that moment, you are ready and things happen in their time. This week's challenge for you, of course, is to take a look at something that you want done that isn't being done and evaluate. Is it time to get it done? Or is there more thought that needs to go into it? With that said, those are your thoughts from the Green Room. I'm your host, Jeff Mays, and we will see you next week, as I missed one. I'll talk to you in a bit.